Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, all you beautiful people. Hope you guys are all doing well this beautiful, beautiful day. As you can tell, it's nice and sunny over here. Excuse me if you can hear a little bit of clanging and banging. That's probably my helmet tapping on my chest. That inline 4 never gets old. Alright, so first things first, as you guys may notice, I am no longer in a BMW, although I said that I had big plans for it. Things changed, and let me close my visor so it's a little bit less windy. It has been a while since I uploaded, so I do apologise for that, whānau. Bear with me while I get back in the swing of how I can talk to a camera again. So yeah, we've got quite a lot to cover in today's video actually. And this thing sounds so nice. Right, so I think we'll get the housekeeping out of the way. Kind of update you guys on where I am and what I'm up to. Because the last time you would have seen me would have been when I was in my E92 BMW and I had plans to, you know, do typical BMW things and get a downpipe and a tune. Oh, that inline 4 though. I kind of did a bit of reflecting, and to be honest, the BMW platform was a really nice platform, but for me personally, if you guys are OGs with this channel, you already know my roots were on motorcycles. That's what actually got me out on the road. I didn't get a first car, I just got a first motorbike, and then I got my first 86 and just got into cars that way. And I kind of wanted to take it back a little bit, you know, have a beautiful community like that again. Yeah, I just missed it, and I always dreamed of getting a bike again. I just didn't know when or what that would be, and this kind of just fell into my lap. I got the chance to get it. I had the same chance to sell my Beamer before. This was while it was actually like apart and I was doing a valve cover repair on it. I was going to make a video on it actually, but yeah, it was quite detrimental to my mental health, so I stopped recording and just got the work done because it was driving me insane. I managed to sell the Beamer and get this, and to be fair, I couldn't be happier. I've kind of dragged on a little bit and edged you guys a little bit as to what I'm actually on. If you came to this channel from my personal life, then you already know what I'm on. I am now on a Honda CBR650R 2022, and it's in a beautiful pearl blue. For those who don't know, pearl blue is quite special to me. It was the colour of my second 86 I ever owned, which was the one that I modified and just really fell in love with the platform. I regretfully sold it to get the Beamer, and then it got crashed the next week after selling it. So this in a way is that car reborn into something that I actually can love again, you know, because the Beamer, whoo, don't get me wrong, I do love the Beamers, and we've got some beautiful scenery to go around with it. Shift to motorbikes is that I can show you guys firsthand what it's actually like to be on a motorcycle. And sitting here in this 40k an hour traffic, usually I'd be quite like, let's fucking go! But, you know, on a motorbike, I can just appreciate what's around me. Like, look at this beautiful beach. This thing's, what are you up to, bruv? I sort of want to cover what this motorcycle is. For those of you who don't know, I did state earlier it's a CBR650R. Don't get it twisted, it's not like the CBR 1000s or the Fireblades or a 600. It is a 650. They come restricted to 35, 38 rough horsepower to the New Zealand, Australia market, or anyone else who has to fall under the A2 compliance laws. You can get them de-restricted from factory, however over in these countries it's just very hard to find. Hence why I was looking for one that's already been de-restricted. It's still in that middleweight bracket. However, now instead of 38 horsepower and 200 kilo, it makes, I think it's like 91.8 horsepower and it weighs 200 kilo, which is getting quite up there in the power. It's not quite, you know, 600 super sport fast, but at the same time, it's got that comfort of that middleweight sort of not super sport, but sports tourers. I'd say it's a little bit more committed than something than like a Ninja 650, stuff like that. This is a little bit more aggressive, but you know, it's an inline 4. That's sort of what you expect. If anything, with an inline 4, you expect this to be more aggressive. And that was the major selling point to me, really, getting this bike, because I originally planned to match my brother and get an MT-07. I remember when the CB650Rs came out, and they just like, blew my fucking mind. I loved that bike. That was like, I got in some delusion that that was going to be my first ever motorcycle, even though it was 16 odd grand at the time. And then they came out with the CBR version, which was the fully faired, same engine, and I believe it was to keep up with the likes of, I'd say, like the R7, except they are the only ones in this sort of 650 Lambs class that comes out in a 4-cylinder, and that's really what the selling point was for me, because where else do you get that out of something that could be Lambs approved? Let me just lock my lid, because we're going onto some twisties now. Well, not twisties, but we're getting on the open road, so I want to block out as much noise as I can. It's got such a light clutch too. This adapter come in today. Oh, that bump hurt my fucking nuts. Oh, lucky they're made of fucking steel, I guess. When I initially went to go buy this motorbike, the whole 200 kilo was scary to me, because I was used to your sort of like, my brother got his MT-07, because I've been on and off motorcycles for the past, I'd say, 4 years. My brother had an R3 that I was also just riding on whenever he'd let me use it, and then he upgraded to a MT-07, and I've had another super sport little 200 RC in the past as well. So I am familiar with motorcycles, but sort of those lower class, beginner friendly, easy to maneuver sort of things. Even something like the MT, it does have fuck nuts torque, but it's so upright and it's so nimble where you can just sort of throw it around. So the 200 kilo thing was really scaring me, but I gotta be honest, man, Honda hides their weight so well. Like, it is obviously a little bit harder to maneuver and a little bit more super sporty in that way, because you are leaned over the bars, you're not upright trying to maneuver the bars from up here, you're actually attached to the front forks and you're trying to leverage off them, which isn't bad. There's a bit of a learning curve, which I am glad why I started on my RC, is that I'm not actually steering the wheel of the bike with this, I'm just controlling the geometry of how it's sitting on the road. Like, I'm not, my bars are staying perfectly still, it's just moving side to side, which is quite different. You know, even my RC, because it was so light, I could still maneuver it like that. But I do love it. Like, it's such a stiff chassis and it feels so responsive. This is just Nelson drivers for you. This is Nelson drivers for you. Fucking hell. And now she's going the same speed that I was going, less than actually. Jet ski! Haha. Cheer the boat. God, this is a horrible fucking song. What in the white girl kind of shit is that? Hopefully I can get past these fellas at some point. Alright, Fano, so I'm probably not going to talk over here, just give you guys a little bit of an experience as to what it's like on this motorcycle. This beautiful, beautiful piss missile, and how she goes up over the twisties. Now, I ain't no knee dragger, I'll give you that. I'm not like that, especially on the street. And in Nelson, you're asking to die if you're trying to do that shit, so we'll see how we go, eh? Fucking good gun. Let that inline 4 scream! damn, my throat is dry. I haven't done one of these vlog things in so long, especially on a bike where you actually get exerted energy from riding. Yeah, good thing I picked a drink with me, otherwise I'd be cotton-mouthed as. Another thing that I'd also like to introduce to you guys, just while I've got a minute getting to the little rest stop over that way. I can't believe I've never said this before, but I actually have a twin brother. His name is P. Well, that's what we call him anyway, P. P is the one that actually got me back on the motorbikes. He got a motorbike, and being my twin, I got jealous. I always did want to get back on them, but I was in no rush. And he's got a Yamaha MT-07, as I mentioned earlier. However, he's also getting into this whole motovlogging thing. So we're also going to start this other channel purely dedicated to just the two of us. We'll see how it goes. Nothing's set in stone really yet. We just know we want to make a joint channel. So whether that means the content will shift from this channel to that one, that's yet to be decided, because I would like to keep working with this channel. It'll still be me making videos, him making his own videos, and then there'll be just, you know, sort of podcast. I don't like that word with modern day fucking brain rot. Of just, well, an hour long motovlog, half an hour long motovlog of just me and him cruising around. And then yeah, we'll more or less have our own channels, so to speak. So I'm gonna pull in here. It's all good. Beautiful roads this side of the world, eh? Pause my music. Kicking up heaps of shit. I guess that's why you don't go to gravel on a sport bike, but fuck, I'm the man, so it doesn't really matter. Where should we go? This place looks sunny. Oh no, don't run that over. Go right here in front of the beautiful wee rubbish bag. Yeah. Don't sink into the dirt. Okay, sweet. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, there she is. What a beautiful machine. Like, I'm still very much in love. I'll show you over here. Compared to all of my other vehicles, let me pull this up too, because it's getting a bit claustrophobic, you know, fam. Oh, I am still very much caught up over this bike, because god motherfucking damn is she sexy. It does need a bit of a dusting, because it's just been sitting in my shed for like the last week. It was my 21st, so I went out up north, got to go see all the whānau up there. I haven't gotten to ride it in a little bit, so I'm really grateful that today's actually been a nice day. Ignore the chicken strips on the front, the back's it, all that matters. And oh yeah, they're nice and warm, so the ride back's going to be epic. I'll get a quick sound check for you guys as well. I'm sure you guys are wondering, although you've seen over the hill what that Archipovic pipe sounds like. You can see the little logo staring at you there, but I'm sure you guys are keen to see sort of how loud she can be, so be a witness. It'll probably top out my microphone, so it won't quite sound exactly like it does in person, because this thing is fucking loud. Alright, so 3, 2, ignore my finger, 1. God motherfucking damn. And now that is a 13k red line, ladies and gentlemen. She smells tuned too, and if you guys don't believe me, because 91 horsepower out of a 650 is quite frankly quite unheard of. Damn, she is dusty. However, this might change your guys' mind, and I mean the inline 4 should do it as well. You see the massive ass pipes. Oh, it's so sexy, bro. So if you have a look here, ladies and gentlemen, it says here, full power as arrived, max power 38.4 at 10.49 revs. Full power as tuned, maximum power 91.86 at 11.8. So much higher peak power, really. That's over a double jump in horsepower, which is nuts. Like, and it's no wonder why these bikes are so slept on, because it's like, why would you get a 38 horsepower motorcycle that weighs 200 kilo? It just doesn't make sense. And then you untune it, and then it all makes sense. But 2022, boy, literally the newest thing I've ever owned. My shoes are older than this. So if you're wondering what that is, most people think it's a high beam. Actually, it's not. That's your torque control thing, so you don't wheelie out from red lights. So without further ado, whānau, I think I am going to end that video there. Hope you guys enjoyed that little cinematic there. You know, this bike is very photogenic, so it's hard not to get bad cinematics, you know. And yeah, so if you guys like this sort of content, make sure to go leave a big thumbs up. It's been a long time coming actually getting out on the bike and filming this video, and my god did I enjoy making it. It feels so good to be back out on a bike with a camera on my face, with a microphone touching me on my lips at all times, in my own little world, because to be honest, let's admit it guys, the world fucking sucks. So if you're considering buying a motorbike, go put that helmet on, because it'll give you hopefully some peace at least. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go hit that red subscribe button down below. There's going to be plenty more content like this and a lot more to come, because I have some really big ideas of what I can do with this motorcycle and what I can do with the community around a motorcycle like this. Things are only going to step up from here. Once we get my brother out here as well, there's going to be even more content for you guys to enjoy. He's just like me, so if you don't like me, then that may be the tipping point for your subscription, unfortunately. But if you like me, you'll love the new videos coming out, because there's going to be a second one. So stay safe out there, whānau. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.